This is Jamie with Stegmaier Games, and today I am going to unbox this copy of Between Two Castles. This is the new game that I announced this past week, and I'm going to be doing a series of designer diaries about this game, like how I'm not the designer. Ben Rossett and Matthew O'Malley are the designers, but I was heavily involved in the development. And from a publisher's perspective, I'm just going to talk about decisions that we put into the game, why we made things certain ways. And I thought I would kick it off with an unboxing so I could talk about certain aspects that are in this box and why we included them that way. And also some little things that you wouldn't otherwise know. So let's start with the box. The box art is done by Bartlomew Kordowski. He did the box art and the game art for a game called Dream Home. I really loved his work on Dream Home, so I reached out to him. He couldn't do the rest of the tiles in the game, but I thought he was a great fit for the box itself. You might notice down, let's see, so it says Stegmaier Games with Bezier Games. Stegmaier Games is the publisher of the game, but we kind of partnered with Bezier to bring it to life. Bezier has the license for Castles of Madkin Ludwig. This is Between Two Castles of Madkin Ludwig. And Ted, the guy who runs Bezier, also helped out with the development of the game. They're also going to be selling it at Essen. So they're a partner in various ways, even though we are the publisher. You can also see down here, it says that it's a 3 to 7 player game with a 2-player variant. Now, why didn't we just say 2 to 7 players? Because at its heart, you can kind of see on the back here, this is a game built for partnership where you are partnering with 2 other people. And so we thought it was the most transparent, even though there was a legitimately very, very good 2-player variant in this game. We just wanted to be fully transparent that it is really built for 3 to 7, and I guess you're getting kind of the full experience with 3 to 7, but you'll still, if you play games primarily 2-player, I think you will still have a great time with this game. And you can check out reviews for people who have played it with 2 players to confirm that. The last little tidbit I'll mention on the back of the box, you can see the game tray's tray here. But the way the production and development timeline for this game worked, it's rather difficult to design the game tray until you have the final components in hand. And so the game tray was designed by a guy named Noah who runs game trays. But at that point, we pretty much need to have the printed materials ready to go. Printed materials are ready before the game trays can even really fully be designed. And so the tray that you'll see, like the sample tray on the back of this box here, which was the 3D art of which was done by partially by Game Trays, but also by Greg May. That was done well before the game trays was designed. So this is just like the first version of the game tray. So the game tray in the box looks different than this. While this is a close facsimile to it, it will look different. So just wanted to let you know like why that is, why sometimes the 3D images on the back of the box is a little different than the real thing in the box. So yeah, let's finally open the box itself. So I'll open the shrink wrap here. I have a pre-production copy of this game that I've been playing with, and I have seen the final mass-produced version. It arrived in our warehouse this past Wednesday, but I haven't opened. Obviously, I have not opened this exact copy, so we might be surprised by what's inside. Hopefully not. We will see. And sorry about all the clutter. My microphone is on the same table that I'm putting this on, so you might hear a little bit of banging around. So let's take off the box first. Also, I'm not a very good unboxer. Obviously, I only have one camera. I'm not editing this, so check out other reviews for proper unboxings. Here's the box. The first thing I should note is that one thing we like to do is print the names of all the playtesters. We have lead playtesters, and proofreaders over here on the side of the box. This game does not have Automa. Normally, we would note the Automa playtesters as well. That's solo play. Another fun fact about that, and I'll delve deeper into this into another design diary, but basically, when we were working on this game, the Automa team was very busy with the solo version of The Rise of Fenris and with My Little Scythe, and they simply couldn't take on another project at the time. So it was a question of, do we delay this game just for the Automa version, or do we go ahead and publish this game and put the Automa, the solo, in an expansion? And I made a decision to go with the latter. All right, so let's see what's in the box. You can see it here. Rulebook right on top, one rulebook. We used, you'll feel it when you open the box, we used a very special material for the rulebook that we've never used before. But once I felt it, I fell in love with this material and want to use it from then on. The rulebook includes lots of images and examples. It is in total a 16-page rulebook. A lot of the gameplay, I found that I almost never need to look at the rulebook because all this stuff is explained on the reference cards, which are also near the top of the box. So these reference cards, they're double-sided. They're the same thing on both sides, and it just explains room type by room type, where you can place it, what you get from it, what kind of bonuses you get, over here, what kind of bonuses you get for having 3 of that tile type in your castle, and then there's also a bonus if you have 5 of that tile type in your castle. So this little explanation is always on the table, and it's super helpful and really does replace the rulebook once you've read it once. There's also a great watch it played video that you can just watch to learn the rules. So we're getting deeper down in the layers of the box. So here's the top insert here. This will hold all of the, I'm forgetting the name, what are the royal attendant tiles. It will also hold some specialty room tiles, and it will hold the bonus cards. The bonus cards work kind of similar to the way they work in Castles of Mankin Ludwig. You can also see here, I'll just pick this up since I talked about that. So that's that tray. Comes with a nice lid that snaps on. You can store your tiles in here, make setup really quick. The next thing that you can see in the box are the 7 castle tokens. These don't really mean anything in the game, but they help to note when you've passed your tiles to the next player, and it just looks cool to have a castle in front of your castle because you're building a castle. We also, in the rule book this time, we didn't do this with Between Two Cities, and people kept asking us, what buildings are these? So this time we put the castles in the rule book. They're all German castles from around the same time period. What else do we have here? Okay, so we're getting down deeper into the box. We have the score pad. This is, I believe, a 100 sheet score pad. We went with it double-sided, so you have 200 sheets here. I believe even if you're playing 7-player games, you'll get, I think it's like 25 plays out of this score pad, and that's for 7-player games because it's double-sided. We just wanted, each player gets their own. As you mark off, as you write your score, you kind of go room type by room type. And the reason that we have this score pad this way is so the players can do it simultaneously, so it doesn't slow down the game, and so that you mark each room. Each room is a cell on the score pad. And that way you can easily check. After I filled in my score pad, I can check my castle and see, okay, I marked down 4 food rooms, but wait, I have 5 food rooms in my castle. Did I miss one? So it's really easy to check your work on the score pad. We also have those bonus cards I mentioned. There's a little pack of those that you'll put away. Getting down to the depths of it. So this is the other insert. So this is the main insert that you will use to store all of the room tiles as well as the throne room tiles. And each of these are divided into little sections here. So you can see, like, in between here will go a wooden castle token, and then each of these are stacks of 9 tiles. So at the end of the game, when you're finished and you got all these tiles strewn about on the table, that's when you actually set up for the next game, because you mix all those tiles together, you put them back in this insert, and then the next time you want to play, you just open this insert, pop out 9 tiles, get a throne room, and start playing. Setup is super, super fast in the game thanks to this insert. Last, we're getting down into the tiles. I have punched these. They take a while to punch, but hopefully you enjoy punching tiles. There are, let's see, a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 punch boards of tiles. I believe there's over, so there's 140 regular room tiles. Every one is unique. Actually, I can show you a fun little Easter egg on this top one. There's tons of Easter eggs on these tiles. There's also 48 specialty rooms. I'm looking at my rule book here. 7 throne room tiles and 28 royal attendants. So yeah, over 200 tiles in this game, many of which are unique. All 147 regular room tiles have unique art on them. So I'm looking at the hallways here, and I wanted to look at these because I am a fan, as is Ben, one of the designers, of Seinfeld. And there's a famous painting in Seinfeld called The Kramer, and we put it in one of these. Oh, I'm not seeing it here. I think it's in the hall. Well, you'll have to look for it. I thought it was going to be more obvious. I'm looking at this thing right here. I know this is riveting TV to watch me look at something and not see it. I think it's in the Hall of Creaking Floors right here, this one. But I'm going to need to look at the art really closely to see if that is the one. It's real subtle. We didn't go too overt with it. I'll double check and find out. Oh no, here it is. Here it is. It's the Hall of Portraits. It's on the floor. Here we go. So if you look on the Hall of Portraits right here, it's the painting that's on the ground right there. That is, yeah, right there. That's the Kramer from a famous episode of Seinfeld. So that was Ben's idea, and I was happy to have the artist put that in there. And that's it. That's the empty box. So this is the unboxing for Castles of Magic and Ludwig. Hopefully you got some insights into the decisions we made throughout the design and production process, and I look forward to delving even deeper in future design diary entries, which will most likely be written unless I'm not feeling like writing that day. Thanks.